Does RAM speed matter for gaming if you have an X3D CPU? And no, it doesn't. So just buy whatever cheap RAM you can find and don't overthink it too much, especially in this economy. I'm not gonna test it for you because I'm lazy. Fuck you. So at least in Rainbow 6, I didn't have that big of a difference. My CPU is a 9800 X3D and my RAM, if you expo it, is 6000 CL30. And with expo off is 4800 CL, I don't even know what. Let's explain why RAM speed would matter in the first place while you look at these results. Having higher speed and lower timings for your RAM is supposed to improve your 1% lows and your 0.1% lows, resulting in a less stuttery experience. However, it's been kinda known that with X3D CPUs, this doesn't matter all that much because they have the X3D cache. The CPU doesn't need to beg the RAM for information all that much. So for example here, you see that at 1080p, for some reason when I disabled expo, I gained some average FPS at 1080p, whatever. My 1% lows didn't change. Okay, nice surprise. I did lose 5% in the 0.1% lows, which honestly, 0.1% lows, whatever, who gives a shit, alright? This is try-hard numbers here. 1440p, I also gained FPS by disabling expo, the average FPS. I don't know what's going on here. 1% lows, I lost 2.6%. That's really not that bad, considering how much you have to spend for 3%, 1% lows. Hey, fuck it. I did lose 12% 0.1% loss though, so that's a noticeable difference, probably, maybe, I don't know. At 4K, it's pretty much all the same thing. I gained a little bit of 1% lows by disabling expo for some godforsaken reason, and I lost 9% in the 0.1% lows again. So really, it appears that the biggest difference is with the 0.1% lows. Now you might be thinking, what the fuck is 1% lows or 0.1% lows? I made a video on that already, so let me quote myself. 1% lows means average FPS of the worst 1% of frames based on frame times. Now this definition probably means fuck all to you. So here is a translation. The closer your 1% lows are to your average FPS, the smoother your gameplay experience is. Couldn't have said it better myself. Hey, look, listen. Honestly, in this economy, just buy the cheapest RAM you can find and put your money in your CPU, GPU, power supply. Stop overthinking this nonsense, alright? Yeah.